but I hope that they will prove to be a blessing. One sat alone beside the highway begging. His eyes were blind, the light he could not see. He clutched his rag, shivering in the shadow. Then Jesus came and made the darkness flee. When Jesus comes, the tempter's power is broken. When Jesus comes, all tears are wiped away. He takes the gloom, he fills the light with glory, for all is changed when Jesus comes to stay. From home and friends, the evil spirits drove him. From the tomb, he dwelled in misery. He cut himself, and demon power possessed him. Then Jesus came and set the captive free. When Jesus comes, the tempter's power is broken. When Jesus comes, all tears are wiped away. He takes the gloom, he fills the light with glory, for all is changed when Jesus comes to stay. Their hearts were sad, as in the tomb they laid him, for death had come and taken him away. Their night was blind, bitter tears were falling. Then Jesus came and turned the night to day. So in today have found the Savior able. They could not love their passion, lust, and sin. Their broken heart and left them sad and lonely. Then Jesus came and dwelt himself within. When Jesus comes, the tempter's power is broken. When Jesus comes, the tears are wiped away. He takes the gloom, he fills the light with glory, for all is changed when Jesus comes to stay. I'll do just one more. One of my favorite. I learned this very early on in our ministry. It's entitled Unworthy. Unworthy am I of the grace that He gave. Unworthy to open His hand. Amazed that a king would reach down to a slave. Such love I cannot understand. Unworthy, unworthy, a beggar together like that, probably 6 months. Maybe you would.
Maybe.
Well, I tell you folks, it is a joy to serve the Lord. I sometimes wish that things were better and different, and sometimes like they used to be, but they're not, and they never will be. But I'm thankful for the things the way they are. And I'm so glad at this point in my life that I can still be in the pulpit. I can still be singing and preaching and teaching and sharing the gospel and doing the things that we're doing today.
Pastor,
Yes, ma'am.
I'd like to say too, Dorothy and I will be going on the 21st to get our COVID shot.
Okay, well, God bless you.
Go with that.
On the 21st, you're getting here before I am. Well, I wanted to lead the way.
Oh, yeah. Too
Sorry
bad,
about
too bad.
that.
God bless you, Dave. Well, I'll tell you, they called me the other day and wanted me to come right in. And it wasn't that I was chicken and yellow, but I had a bad virus a couple of weeks ago, and I'm still coughing from that. And I didn't want to get the shot for that on top of it. But God bless you, ladies. I'm glad you are. From everything I hear, it's really being effective and helpful with people. And those of you that take the flu shot, my doctor assured me after he had it, he had just had the shot a couple of days before we went there last time, and he assured me that it was safe and it would help us and be good for us. And he said if you can take the flu shot, you can take it. So you will be immunized at least for a period of time, and that gives me peace of mind. Anyway, go back to Psalm 91 this morning, and I hope that you will come to love this blessed portion of Scripture as much as I do. I have read it over and over and over and over and over, and I just can't seem to get enough of it. The teachings are wonderful and marvelous. I'll share it with you again, reading the entire psalm, verses 1 through 16. Now, there is no writer ascribed to this. We really don't know who penned this down. But he truly was anointed of God, and he truly was blessed of God, and he knew the secret of walking with the Lord, as many have in days gone by. He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. I will say of the Lord, he is my refuge, my fortress, my God. In him will I trust. He has made a personal decision. He has made a choice. This is not something he heard about. This is not something that simply others told him. He experienced it personally. He understood. He made an intelligent decision. And now he says, I will say of the Lord, he's my refuge. He's my fortress. He's my God. In him will I trust. And as we saw last week, everybody would like to say that. But there are only few people, folk, that can truly say that today. And that's a very sad thing. He then begins to speak of the benefits of that relationship. Surely, he shall deliver thee from the snare of the fowler and the noisome pestilence. He shall cover thee with his feathers, and under his wing shalt thou trust. His truth shall be thy shield and buckler. Thou shalt not be afraid for the terror by night, nor for the hour that flieth by day. Fear is a big part of the human experience today. Intelligent people, informed people have a right to be fearful. We are living in a world where literally men's hearts are failing them for fear of the things that are taking place about them on a worldwide scale, on a national scale, on a state level and a local level as well. But there are those that will not have fear of the terror by day, the night, or for the hour that flieth by day, nor for pestilence that walketh in darkness, nor for destruction that wasteth at noonday. And verse 7, 1,000 shall fall at thy side, 10,000 at thy right hand, but it shall not come nigh unto thee. I heard years ago of a young soldier during the World War II conflict who was shot. And the only reason that he wasn't killed was he had a little Bible in his pocket. And it said that the bullet hit the Bible and did not go through to him. And said that when he opened it up, the place where the bullet stopped was here. 1,000 shall fall at thy side, 10,000 at thy right hand, but it shall not come nigh unto thee. He had a mother who loved him, a mother who prayed for him, and he gave testimony that God spared him while men were falling all around him. I had an uncle named George Kermit Madron. And George was in World War II. He's an old soldier, Dorothy. He served in Japan in the Pacific Theater, Bataan, Corregidor. He told us, he said, I've been on marches where my platoon would go out and I'd be one of the 2 men that came back. He said, I've been walking and my buddy beside me had a hole blown in his stomach. You could see right through it. And the stories that Uncle Kermit could tell were unbelievable. But George survived, and one of the reasons he did was because of his mother, Annie Madron. Annie Madron looked just like Dorothy. If you've seen Dorothy, you probably would recognize my grandma, because that's just what Grandma looked like. But she was so sweet and loving and loved the Lord and prayed for her family, and I believe that George came through that conflict because of his mother's prayers. I believe that I'm saved in the ministry today because of my grandma's prayers, because she loved me and prayed for me as well. 1,000 shall fall at thy side, 10,000 at thy right hand, but it shall not come nigh unto thee. And notice, only with thine eyes shalt thou behold and see the reward of the wicked. Here it is now, listen. Because thou hast made the Lord, which is my refuge, even the Most High, thy habitation, there shall no evil befall thee, neither shall any plague come nigh thy dwelling. For he shall give his angels charge over thee to keep thee in all thy ways. They shall bear thee up in their hands, lest thou dash thy foot against a stone. Thou shalt tread upon the lion and the adder, the young lion and the dragon shalt thou trample under feet. Now notice, there are many benefits to being a saved man or woman. There are many benefits along with being a child of God. Because he has set his love upon me, that is the psalmist, that is the believer, because you set your love upon God. Therefore will I deliver him. I will set him on high, because he hath known my name. He shall call upon me, and I will answer him. I will be with him in trouble.